Hey there folks, we wanted to bring you a Ping the Last King George special video. Unfortunately we weren't able to do that with me not being very well. So I tasked the boys with giving me their individual choice for the race and one that they possibly see as an each way chance. So I'll kick off myself. Personally I'm going to stick with Lost in Translation. Backed him a couple of times recently. Was awesome Carlisle in his reappearance. Okay, didn't beat the best of fields, but jumped foot perfect. Pretty much rinse and repeat at the Betfair Chase when he beat Bristol in May. Got up extremely well from a bad mistake 2 out to win that, and again equally as impressive. So I'm going to stick with Lost in Translation. My each way choice would be Footpad. We all know that his horse with ability has been off the ball somewhat lately, but did win by 10 lengths recently over in Ireland. So I'm just hoping that they might be able to sort of rediscover that form from late 2017, sort of early 2018. So that's my each way choice. But as I say, we did ask the boys, so let's see what they all think. So we'll start with Sean. What did you reckon, mate?
Merry Christmas, everyone. And Christmas means just one thing in the horse racing world: King George Day. Boxing Day, brilliant day, great card, but the main one, King George, for me, Lost in Translation. I'm going straight in. Already dethroned King Bristol Domain earlier on in the season in the first leg of what will hopefully end up in Gold Cup victory and him sealing the Triple Crown. Obviously, it's not going to be an easy one. You've got Surname in there already taken Altior and outrun him over a longer trip, but outrun him. You've got last year's winner, Clan des Obeaux. Okay, not the best of first runs out. Will definitely come on from that. We know he stays the distance. But for me, Lost in Translation, his jumping's great. He'll sit out the back and stalk the field. He's got to turn a foot on him. I just think it's set up for him. We know he's stayed at distance. Ground's not going to be any different to what it has been for his previous 2 wins this season. And for me personally, massive fan of the horse. Come on leaps and bounds. And I hope, as long as Surname doesn't get away, he'll sit in just behind and turn for home, open up the taps and just find that little bit more. But also, Footpad. Now, I'm always going to chuck a Mullins in there. If you know me well enough, that's what I do. And Footpad for me was a one to watch. I think previous year or year before, can't remember now. Flattered to deceive on a massive scale. Mullins kept him away for a while. He came back earlier this season and run a fantastic race. Again, it's going to be a step up. So hopefully he stays the distance. He's a very good horse with a very good engine. Jumping can be sketchy at times, but if he finds his feet, I think at 9-1, I think that's great value for an each way, depending on how the others come out of their last few races. So yeah, for me, Lost in Translation for the win. Each way, nice little nibble at 9-1 for Footpad, and what will hopefully be a fantastic end to the year. And then, well, all roads lead to Cheltenham. Have a good Christmas, guys. Bye.
So that's Sean's choice. Let's see what Neil thought.
Evening all. So the King George Chase on Boxing Day, we've all been tasked to give our opinion who's going to win this race. So I've spent all day, I've thought about it a little bit more, and then I've come to the conclusion I don't know who's going to win it. But rules dictate that we have to pick one, so I'm going to marginally favour Surname for Paul Nicholls, and I would imagine Harry Cobden, who's playing it very close to his chest at the moment. So has a speed up, boy, so we know exactly where to put our money. 2 horses at the top of the betting, which is Surname and Lost in Translation, who I both think have done nothing wrong whatsoever. I am a massive fan of horses for courses. Surname beating Altior over 2 mile 5 at Ascot, and I think the extra step up in trip is going to do no problems whatsoever. He was travelling like a travelly thing that day. Lost in Translation obviously won the Betfair Chase, beat personal favourite of mine, Bristol Domain. If this was Gold Cup Day, and when Gold Cup Day comes around, I would be siding with Lost in Translation. But as I said, I just think this stiffer track with Surname and Harry Cobden, when he decides what he's going to do, I think will be tipping in himself. So ever so slightly in the Surname camp. I do think it's going to come down to the first 2 in the betting. A little bit of each way value. I would probably give Footpad a mention. If Big Old Bristol was running, I'd have him at 33s, but it's very unlikely. So yeah, Surname to win it. Lost in translation, ever so slightly behind. Bristol third. Couldn't pick a winner today. Now I've got you the forecast. So good luck.
Well, as Neil said there, a little bit undecided, but I think he seems to have nailed his colours to one mast anyway. Mark?
Hi guys, my name's Mark and I'm a good companion and good friend of the Money Rider team, Sean, Neil and Glenn. Just giving you my selections for the King George VI Chase at Kempton on Boxing Day. I've got one favourite that I think will win and one each way chance for this year's race. For the winner, I think Surname done very well in the win against Altior quite recently at Ascot, but my choice is Clandes Obo. Last year's winner at a good price at 4 to 1. Thought done really well on a comeback at Dam Royale not long ago. And for an each way chance, I'm fancying Colin Tizard's Official Crack. Always seems to perform well on the big races, and on her recent comeback as well this year, done really well, and a good price at 16 to 1. I think it's going to be a really thrilling race this year, but I think Clandes Obo for the favourite and an each way chance of Colin Tizard's Official Crack.
Thanks a lot, Mark. Thanks for your input there. And then finally, over to you, Jamie.
Here's my selection for the King George V at Kempton on Wednesday. My selection is Surname. He has a rating of 177. He's won there twice during his career, and he should do well on the track. Once he gets into a rhythm, like he did at Ascot, jumping well over fences, the track should suit him. Also, I think it's a positive for Harry Cobden to ride Surname on the day, and I'm sure he will do well. The ground conditions, I think it will suit, because I reckon it will be on the soft side of good, or even soft. But I'm hoping he'll do a good run on the day. The dangers, looking at the field, will be Thistle Crack. I believe he'll be doing very well again, like he did a good run against Paisley Park at Haydock last time out. So that'll give him a bit of brushing up on his jumping, and also with his fitness. And also another horse with Colin Tizard with Lost in Translation. He's going to be a big danger as well. But my selection for the day will be Surname. Depending on the price, even though I'll do each way on him, but most probably his price will be short on the day. But I feel that he'll do well, and going up in trip to 3 miles, where he's been running at 2 miles 5, and the up in trip will suit. Okay, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Enjoy Boxing Day.
Well, there you go. That's everybody's choice. Hopefully you agree with some. You might not agree with all of them. You might like some of the each ways. You might not. So anyway, let us know, and good luck, and hopefully you have a winner too.